teaches.
Yeah, and she's going to bring a lot of young people into the music, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, what was a major thing that really helped in your development?
I think the studying composition, for any instrumentalist, I think it's a good thing to basically study composition and arranging, and I think even drummers, singers, everybody should do it because it does change your playing. You don't have to throw away what you do and become a full-time arranger, you know, but I think it does change your playing and it makes you more of a well-rounded musician.
All right. Speaking of being a more well-rounded musician, when you first started out, did you have any doubts about being successful, or did you just say, hey, I'm going to do this?
Well, I think a lot of us are lucky enough to have a tremendous drive, which some people call ambition, but you have to be optimistic, not pessimistic, and I think it's difficult because there's so many negative people in all fields, especially when the economy's bad or, you know, the work isn't there. I think you just have to, you know, basically, you know, push ahead, live in the solution, not the problem, things like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. What do you consider to be your finest musical achievement? Have you had one?
Well, I think there's been several concerts. Sometimes it's just when, you know, everything comes together. I wish I could pick one. I would say there's been several. Once again, without being repetitious, the writing has helped me, you know, freed me up musically instead of being stuck in a style. Even though I do play a certain style, that's just the way it is. And I think you have to develop whatever you do as opposed to, you know, trying to say, well, what is someone else doing? You know, you have to really develop what you do because it is different. But I would say there's been several bright moments, you know, maybe just be able to put these recordings out or be able to work steady all the time. And certainly, you know, there's been certain concerts. I wish I had one, you know, that was, but I'm kind of grateful for all of them.
Mm-hmm. Will you, before we go, tell us about what the audience, the listeners can expect from It's a Blue World?
Oh, yes. I'll have to get you a copy of it. It is on my website, DougMacDonald.net. That's M-A-C, DougMacDonald.net. Anyway, it's a nice trio record we did, and it does a lot of different standards and some original things. And I did some compositional things on there, too, which was a lot of fun. And the album prior to that is, they're both on Blue Jazz out of Chicago. And the one prior to that is, it's our large band, which is Woodwinds and Brass. And we have strings as well. So it's almost 30 musicians on the album prior to that. That's called Fourth Stream.
All right, all right. So, tell us about, would you say we could purchase it at CD Baby, right? Yeah,
CD Baby is probably the easiest than going to the label, and of course they can go through my website, but a CD Baby has them, they're ready to send them, and they're very good about having all the CDs in stock, and CD Baby is pretty accessible on the internet.
Will you be gigging at the rest of the month?
The next couple things, I have steady nights in LA, but the next couple things I'm going to be doing Thursday, April 21st at a place called Diggs, D-I-G-G-S, in Huntington Beach, and we'll do 2 sets there on the 21st of April. And then also I'll be playing solo Monday, April 25th. At the Red, White, and Blues. And actually, there is another thing. The day before, I'll be doing a trio at the LAX Hilton for Easter brunch on Sunday, April 24th. The rest are my regular steady nights around town.
All right, all right. And one more last thing, and that is, I want your opinion of the word jazz.
Well, I think it encompasses many times, many things, many styles. It's like classical music. You know, you have the Romantic period, you have the classical period, you have the Renaissance period, Baroque. You know, it's the same thing with jazz music. I think it encompasses, really, for a listener to try to go back to the very roots, the very beginning, up to the modern thing, and find what you like, find the parallels and the common tones. But I would say that basically it's important to have the roots and to realize that there is the improvisation thing is a big part of it.
All right. Doug, I want to thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to doing this again, okay?
Well, thank you, James. I'll get those CDs to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, hang in.
Thank you.